So I spent a number of days in that first week with different priests or babalaos, and it had to have been a second day. It had to be a second. I became aware of the letter paperwork that went into the Gar King Taki, but the Gamansi, and I think it's important to mention this here, the Gamansi is a title used for a Ghanaian king. So I met the Gamansi King Taki on my third day. It was a huge convoy. I mean, I should have known how big it was just because of the size of the convoy that was going there. But because we wasn't the only family that was visiting the palace that day, I just thought, this is how everyone gets there. But you have to kind of take your alcohol, your money. There's a contribution that has to be made anytime you kind of present to the king. Yeah. Awesome. So I wasn't made aware of what I was expected of me. So I remember the palace staff said I had to take my glasses off. Like, these glasses, although prescription, in the sun they get darker. They said, no, you take them off. The king needs to see your eyes. Let me take my glasses off. So everybody there spoke. Well, not everybody. The chief spoke. And when they spoke, they didn't speak to the king directly. They spoke to his assistant. You're not even allowed to look him in his face when you talk. You have to speak to the assistant, even though he's hearing everything. And the assistant is not kind of speaking. He's listening to you, but in terms of respect, you have to kind of address the assistant. So who became my Asante priest, he spoke. And then when he sat down next to me, I'll probably show you. I'll show you at some point. He looked at me, he's like, it's your time to speak. I'm like, huh? I thought I was just coming to kind of experience it. So I kind of spoke around my journey as a Maroon, the understanding that I'm coming home to my African family. On that day, he'd asked to see us, I think, a week later. But on my way back from the trip, from the palace, one of the chiefs said to me, I've never been to the king's palace. This has been an amazing day. I said, what, you're chief? Like, what do you mean you've never been to the palace? He said, no, because yourself, there was a few of us from the diaspora. There's a woman from America, salute to Nware. She's an interfaith practitioner who's also in Pese. She also spoke about her practice. But it was because there was people coming from the diaspora that the family was granted like a private, even though there was people waiting for us out. So, you know, like as a queue, we had maybe, was in there for about an hour, maybe. But he didn't know where the king lived. He'd never been to the palace. And I didn't realize how big a deal it was until I got back to one of the palaces, and it was on the equivalent of ITV News, London Tonight, 7 o'clock. I saw a small guy with like a small cannon, but just thought someone's just recording it for posterity purposes. No, it was on London Tonight, like Ghana Tonight. Yeah, I saw my speaking. I said, okay, it was a big event. And then after, I said to the chief, I didn't realize it was so big. And he said to show me the paperwork, get there to send official papers to the king's press off. Like it was a set of protocols they had to do to ensure that we got a meeting on that day. And I think for them, it was, these are the people that we're bringing into the family, even though neither of us, me or not, didn't know at the point that we was going to be coronated. After that meeting, I think we had like a follow-up debriefing meeting around what was discussed, and it was the king's idea that he wanted us to kind of develop some diaspora initiatives. We didn't get to go back. I didn't get to go back because I wasn't there for long enough. But that process in being shown the protocols, I was taken to a number of court hearings. What also was quite funny is that the chiefs have, the land and development chiefs, and a lot of land is being sold and bought in Ghana, and the Ministry of Chieftaincy actually leased a lot of the land in Accra to the Republic of Ghana for a certain period of time. So I was going to kind of land dispute.
The Ministry of Chieftaincy loans the land.
Yeah, leases the land.
Leases the land. So the Ministry of Chieftaincy owns the land.
Yeah.
The chiefs own the land.
Yeah, the chiefs own the land.
And they lease it to Ghana.
To the Republic of Ghana for a certain amount of time. The reason why I've mentioned that specifically is because I went to one court case where what had happened was if the Ministry of Chieftaincy had given them 100 years on a lease, say, crooked business people might sell the land year 98, 97.
And then it's got the lease don't count no more.
Yeah, and I saw a Swiss company that kind of built a plaza, the foundations of a plaza, and because it was like 2 years out of their lease, the Chiefs just took it back. I went to weddings and funerals out there, amazing, in terms of the congregation, each the groom and the bride's congregation, the way that it's...
I'm not gonna lie, the Ghanaians and the Nigerians, they go hard. Their weddings are mad dramatic, like, they do look good, I wish.
Again, with the protocol, when we went to one of the, I think it was a funeral, as chief, I was with a group of chiefs, we had to kind of just walk around and wave for a couple of laps before we sat down. I'm not going to get a chance to go into the full initiation process here, so I'm not even going to start it, because the process of going into the temple, the process of experiencing what I would call a profound spiritual experience in the temple when I was initiated. We spent 3 days in initiation temple. On the way, actually, no, I can't start it. If I start it now, we're going to have to go. I don't think I should go into that bit. We've got like 10.
So we're going to have to do another one on this.